All right, everybody, welcome to another Corey B MTG video. Today we're playing, of course, some more Standard, and we are checking out, again, some lists that did well at RC Bologna and seeing how the metagame's going to adjust and if this deck is the real deal moving forward. So we're checking out Dimir Midrange, which had quite the good weekend, putting 2 players into the top 8. And it seems like it makes a lot of sense why this deck is doing better. If Esper Pixie is getting contained by all these Corey Cutter decks or all these lockdown decks, a deck like this is primed to have a comeback, aka when you have threats that cost 3 mana, when you have Curiosity, when you have Kaido, all these things that aren't, you know, staring down the barrel of all the hate that Pixie and Corey Cutter Is-It Prowess decks are really, you know, demanding in the format, I think is the best way to think about it. You know, if I play against a deck that has 4 lockdown, I'm like, you got it. You're going to get some of my stuff, but you're not going to get everything with this kind of deck. So also Domain is another tricky matchup where Domain, I think, is getting pushed out by these Corey Cutter decks as well. So I think Dimir not only had a good weekend, but I think it will have another good weekend here in the RC. And if you're watching this when this comes out, that's tomorrow. So make sure to check out coverage. I'll be doing commentary with Jim Davis. Should be a lot of fun. But nothing really too different about this list for Dimir Midrange, except the fact that we were playing a couple Reverents. Just this new sweet Vampire Nighthawk, basically. A card that lines up pretty good against these Corey Cutter decks, I guess. You know, it doesn't get Burst Lightninged. If they're going to attack their 2/2 prowess into this, you know, it's not going to work out well for them. Overall, it just seems like a nice addition, as well as Preacher to be able to dodge those temporary lockdowns once again. And, you know, we play a couple bats here and there, but we're not going as all in on, you know, the Storm Chaser's talent, the bounces. This is not a Dimir bounce house list. This is Dimir Midrange. And this kind of deck ends up being better as the format gets more focused on one particular thing. But if, you know, the metagame shifts in such a way where Dimir is kind of the deck to beat again, here comes Pixie, here comes Domain again. So it'll be a constant evolution, but I would think the metagame's not going to adjust fast enough to make this deck bad for RC Minneapolis. And then next weekend, we're going to evaluate and we're going to go through what I think is going to change again. But if I had to guess, I think Dimir is going to have another good weekend. So besides that, we are a Kaido deck. We're an Enduring Curiosity. We're trying to deal with our opponent's threats while getting some kind of card advantage engine going and winning the game from there. So also have a couple Spell Pierces, which are pretty new. But if you can get these Corey Cutter decks, if you can get these control decks, you know, if you can get a lockdown, you can Spell Pierce that. Omniscience is going to have a lot of great targets. Spell Pierce seems like it's at a really good spot in the metagame right now. So then we have a plethora of sideboard slots. And we'll see how we can sideboard. As, you know, there's a lot of one-ofs and stuff. These kind of sideboards, you look at them and you're like, wow, this is going to be tough. But, you know, we'll go buy everything card by card. And we'll try to make the best decisions we can. But if you want to make the best decisions you can, you should probably visit my sponsors here and pick up some really nice products. We have this Mox luxury deck box that I have a ton of. The other ones are blue and green, and they don't show up well on the green screen. So this is my one red one, really high quality. You can mix and match these diamonds in the middle as well. So if you're interested in that or any of the awesome sleeves that KMC has, the inner sleeves, Hyper Phoenixes, all that kind of good stuff, feel free to use the URL below to go to kmcsleeves.com and use that promo code in the top left corner to save yourself a whopping 15% off. And of course, that's not our only sponsor of the stream. Our other one, our proud sponsor, is Heavy Play. If you're interested in any of this awesome products that Heavy Play has to offer, all this stuff behind me, ETB playmats, RFG deck boxes, magnetic dice boxes, they have the goods, as well as my favorite new ETB playmat. Really, really nice. The custom artwork stuff, whether you like the plain look or the fancy artwork look, Heavy Play's got something for you. So head on over to that URL in the top right-hand corner, and that'll save yourself 10% off. They also have a brand new quiver, a big carrying case for a bunch of your commander decks and those kind of things. Really high quality as well. So go check it out. Let's play some Dimir midrange. We're still at the numbers, but we want to get to these kind of numbers here by the end of this video. Perfectly reasonable hand. And by the way, I'm a sucker for Dimir. I just, it hasn't been that good. Dimir Bounce House has been a better deck, but I love playing Dimir. So if you're making my Enduring Kitty Cat good again, I am all for this deck. So let's rock it. Spygas Siren into use the map, into the Reverent, into hopefully find second blue for Curiosity. Feel perfectly reasonable about that. Let's see what our opponent's playing. The Lightning Bolt sleeves, so of course, you got to think they're playing red, but they might get you. They might get you. All right, looks like they took a mulligan. And let's rock it. Dimir midrange coming at you. All right. And I hope you all have been enjoying these standard arena videos. Always down for feedback if you ever... have any feedback to give. We're going to keep it going for a while through these RCQ seasons at least. All right, we found the blue mana. We would have liked to find a little something else, and looks like we might be in a mirror match, huh? Well, not ideal, but we'll attack. And cut down, absolutely no problem, but they had to respect Kaido here, which is pretty nice. And now I think I just jammed the Preacher. It seems better to me than the Quasari Revenant. Quarcy? I don't know how to say that. No clue. Preacher on Preacher Violence. So I'd love to take a Pain if I could. If anything, if I attack and I have the most life, I draw a card. That's the main one I want to do anyways. I don't really care about the 1/1 that much, so... we are going to attack. See what they want to do. Yep. And now I'm thinking I just jam this now while they're tapped out. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get our Curiosity going. Dimir midrange, I think, is going to see an uptick. Yep. Now, hopefully they don't kill our Curiosity. Curiosity killed the cat. I hope it's not the other way around. Alright, we're kind of drawn like poop. But let's get in there, see what happens. Alright. We will take that. Now, to play a card or not... any counter spell they have would be counter unless I pay 2. So I think this is totally fine. The only Punisher is if they have, like, Anoint. Go for the Throat. Maybe it's better to just start making fish. Easily could be. What punishes me? I'm going to try to make a fish here. I'm not sure, though. Our draws have been so heinous. Let's check it out. I feel like they do have a go for the Throat. And they're debating if they want to use it on Curiosity. I think I would have used it on it before damage, but maybe not. I'll take it. You want to Kaido me? Sure. Just to a player, unfortunate. Yep. Yep. My hand did not improve, so let's get a fish. I'm going to attack them with the fish. If I could kill Kaido, I would do that, but since I can't, let's do this, and if they want to block, then I'll just play 2 of these Reverents. Okay, you got it. Alrighty, I got threats. You got a Kaido. Let's see who wins. I mean, I can just block. Maybe they did have a Noit the whole time. I mean, I think I just block if they send. They did not send. Okay, well then I get to attack. Wow, our hand is bad and we're still doing pretty good. All right, here it comes. Okay. Now we'll say go and make another fish. I could block with the fish, but I think it's better to represent a card I couldn't draw. And they're going to down tick, or 0, whatever. I don't love leaving a Kaido around this much, but to be fair, I haven't had a choice, as I've drawn lands pretty much every step of the way. I've drawn 2 spells out of 9 cards. Pretty good. And we're still doing fine, so I feel okay. All right. A spell! So, now, let's do some attacking. Flood Pits, Drownder, hey? Okay, it's drowned. Now we're going to go here and fish upstairs. Let's see if they're just going chump chump. I don't think I want to do anything proactively. Okay, giving me a card. Wow. Now is it worth sacking the fish or just keep making fish? I could kill this. So they don't shuffle this away. Honestly, I don't care if they do that much. So, yeah, I guess your turn. Lands, 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 lands. That's what we want. I'm going to make a fish. I'm going to force the action. Okay. No blocks. Things are getting scary now. They really are. Things are getting scary. Yep. Okay, so they're trying to animate. I mean, I have so much mana, I can just wait and figure out what I want to do, but... yeah, I guess I want to wait because I want this broken. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, what can I do? Besides attack here and upstairs. Pretty bad luck. Creating a fish. Yep. Do I want to try to draw a card off my fish? feel like I need something, but I guess I can just make a fish blocker and hope that this does some work. Okay. Guess I should make a fish blocker now so I don't lose life. Okay. Might just be dead, depending on what they draw. Guess they can ice down my fish now. It's a risky play to go for ice the fish. I could have so many things. But I truly have been drawing so terribly. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and they're going to go for it. Dang it. Yeah, I lose. Unreal. I straight lose, huh? Now all the spells. Yep, that makes sense. All right, impressive stuff. Okay, let's try not to draw 14 lands in our first 19 cards for the next game. All right, mirror match, mirror, mirror. I think Fairy Masterminds are pretty good. Anoint seem okay. Duresses are okay. I don't think I want to Spell Pierce. I don't love bats against them, to be honest. They're okay. Yeah, let's try taking on some bats. Our Revenants aren't very good. I don't like the Tidebinder. Shieldred can be good. On the play, do we want more removal or just Duress? I want a 3 steps ahead. That looks good to me. And let's get an Anoint. I think that seems okay. Duress I might want to bring in when I'm on the draw, but as of right now, it doesn't seem amazing. All right, let's see if the flood continues. Okay, I mean, got to keep this. Missing a 2-drop to be able to ninjutsu Kaido, but still a perfectly reasonable hand. I don't think I want to cut down this now. Or do I? Maybe I do. Okay, there's at least a creature. Something to play on 3. Okay. We'll get rid of this now, so they just get to look. Okay, we'll give them perfect information here, but that's okay. And now we'll jam one of our 4s next turn. I don't think I'll ninjutsu this. That doesn't seem that amazing. We'll see what they do as I'm going to attack. Drowner. I think I probably just want to jam Kaido. I doubt they have Spell Pierce still left in, so yeah, let's do it. If they have Spell Pierce, I'll be so sad. Alright, there we go. Now, they can't kill my Kaido with anything. And then we can just defend it a bit. Now it's a protect Kaido for as long as we can and hope they don't have a way to kill it. There's not a lot of ways in the Dimir mirror here. Okay. Bats, bats, bats. Yeah, they're looking pretty good for them. Maybe I'm supposed to leave in bats. I'm not sure. So this is going to be a 3 toughness creature. So Probably just want to attack and surveil in that case. Because I can't get it out of range, you know? So let's do that. Beatdowns. So let's see what we're cooking with. No thank you lands. Might be better to just get these sirens going and try to level them both up to 2 rather than play a Shieldred. So let's do that. I think this gives us the best chance of our Kaido surviving. Guess they do get our Shieldred with the bat, which is not great, but okay. Happy with all this. Dang it. Okay, well, our Kaido's down. It's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. And they know all our plays. There's no secrets here. So, Kaido falls. Now I think we're probably just going to want to play this main phase. Yeah, let's just jam. See if it's going to resolve. Man, if they got the interference, this feels so bad. Oh, God. Get us a body bag. Get us a body bag. Can't attack now. Well, this all worked out horrifically. Just that. I think I will block. I can't just take this forever. And then I can move this counter onto this. So let's do it. Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's put it on the big creature. Keep that one. All right, YOLO. Let's get in there. Hopefully they're just making a fish. All right, and then we got Shieldred next turn. Not gonna block that fish. Gonna ninjutsu it. Okay. They could have just played it if I blocked, so I think this is still better. All right, well, we get to attack both at Kaido. All right, we'll jam a Shelly. Hopefully we don't get interference again. All right, well, they've played well this game, but they've had everything just line up. And game 1, we definitely should have won, but got too flooded, and now we're definitely on the back foot. Still okay, but active Kaido is terrifying. So they kept that. Let's see. Is this a Gix command? That'd be bad. Okay, well. Let's go to combat. Both at Kaido or just one? How much respect do we have for the game? Do they have one removal, one cut down? Probably. I really don't want this Kaido to live. But if they do just cast a removal spell on this one Siren and I get to draw a card and gain life, is that good? That's the exchange. I'm going to split it up and be happily get punished. Any blockers? Okay. All right. Hope for the best. Your go. Well, we could have killed Kaido. Instead, we chose a card. And we'll see if we get punished. I'm guessing yes. Not worth the block. Okay, at least a blind draw. Well, we really have no choice here. And now if this doesn't work, then we just lose, and then we look back on this game and think, well, we probably chucked it somewhere. And it would be that turn where we didn't double attack Kaido. You know, that we gave them too much wiggle room. Okay, that's not the biggest deal. Okay. Oh, yeah, they just want to draw. Yep. Oh, I should have did this before they drew that card, of course, but let's do this. And I'm going to play this land to avoid getting interfered with again. All right. Will Shieldred number 2 get it done? Fish. All right, now we are advantaged. Now we are advantaged. We needed that. I'm surprised they didn't block, to be honest. Felt like that was a solid block. Okay, I'll feel lucky to get out of this game with a oh god. Sack a creature with the highest power. Well, I'm just gonna sack this. Declare attackers. Letting me attack. They want to gain life, huh? Well, no, if they draw cards, they die. I don't want Shieldred to trade, though, so I'm just attacking with this. Okay. Oh, I guess, yeah, maybe this isn't great, because now they can deal with Shieldred in their upkeep. Man, we're still going to lose this game, aren't we? I guess I had to attack with this, too. I mean, that wasn't even going to do much. Yikes. Yeah, we just got wrecked this match. This was just a classic case of our opponent played well. We got punished in spots. And game 1, we flooded horrifically. We got a lot of time, but our opponent has every advantage. Besides life. Okay, what does this cost? A total of 6. All right, your go. I'm just going to make a creature here. Make a 2/2. Eat the flyer and hope for the best. Oh god, is this a Kaido too? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, alright, get me a body bag. Just get me a body bag. I'm dead. Shieldred's probably my only out. How about a Dark Slick Shore, huh? right, we're dead. All right, let's play another match. That was kind of frustrating, but we'll keep it going. We're going to draw like a god this match. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Uh-oh, is this Domain? Domain is not... Yes, yes. That's what we need. Domain, give us all the cut downs. I'm having a good day, y'all. I'm having a great day. Now, do we want to hold up Phantom Interference? I think we do. Even though it makes our draw kind of awkward. But getting their Overlord here would be big. Alright. Now a land for Preacher would be solid. Or not. Alright. Let's try this. Alright, I won't say no to a Kaido. As we can ninjutsu, then find land 4, replay Spyglass if they don't have anything for this. They do. But we got a Preacher. We are ahead in life, which is not where you want to be, so we'll just get a token. Yep. Well, I guess we'll attack, see if they block, which I doubt they will. Oh yeah, we're ahead on life, so we get that. That's right. That's right. Maybe they do block. I mean, I kind of want them to block, so I'm fine with it. Okay, it's either that or we can Kaido and then just ice this down. Or we can just go for the Throated. I think that's better, and then maybe we get a Spell Pierce target. Let's do that. Things are not going well this video, y'all. Things are not going well. We are just getting wrecked. There's an Ugin. Alright, well, let's attack. See what's up. I'm surprised they didn't even want to block. Alright, I guess we have to. Ice down Atraxa. And I guess hope we can just deal with Ugin, even though Ugin still just deals with Kaido. Wow. Things are going poorly. Things are going poorly, and they're going the best they could for us, which is not great. Alright, well, we get one turn to play out some threats. Anything we play gets eaten by this, though. I mean, I just can never win. I just can never win. We'll do this, it's gonna get eaten. Yep, brutal stuff. Okay, next game. Not doing great so far, but you know what? We keep it real. I definitely bring you the good and the bad of the content. But hey, we got some game against them post-board. So we got these. Shieldred's fine. All these cards are bad. We have a lot of bad cards to take out, though. I mean, those are the auto outs, and it looks like I don't have any other choice. Gotta leave in the rest, even though some of them are not great. And we'll run it. We'll run it. Can we win a match with Dimir? Can we win a match with Dimir, y'all? I have faith. Okay, this hand is nice. A solid one. So, we're going to start with the Spyglass Siren. And we'll probably just play the bats on 2. Okay. Or we can duress into try to find a land. That might be better. Let's try to get the Beanstalk. Okay, there's Lockdown. And then we're going to want to hit the Overlord next turn. So let's get rid of the Lockdown, I think. Our hand's just very susceptible to Lockdown, and most of the time it is not. But here we go. God, I wish I could. Yuck. That makes me sad. That's all I want to draw in ninjutsu against them, but... So we'll see if they want to Rides End us. I almost don't want to give them the free Rides End, but it's still probably worth. Yeah, go ahead. All right, can't let them Overlord, even though their Zur is going to look pretty good too. And then we'll play this. Guess they couldn't have even cast it yet, but whatever. They can't cast Zur either since this is on Avatar. All right, now let's start beefing up our bat. And let's get to business. We'll say go. Up the Beanstalk, huh? I think I'll counter that one. Now, how aggressive do we want to get? Okay, well, that's an easy answer. Let's play that one. I was thinking about attacking with the Reef, to be honest, but this is a much better play against them. All right, we put ourselves in a good spot. Hopefully we don't get Sunfalled or something. Okay, so let's bat. See what their last card is. Second Zur. Now we could get in there for 6 and I could ice this down. Do I beat a top deck Sunfall? No. There's a lot of stuff I just don't beat anyways, so I think we just NBA Jam here. Hiya! Sunfall me and the game is yours. Okay. Okay. That would have been very disheartening. You know, I always go back and forth if I want removal for the Zur enchantment package. And, you know, drawing a go for the throw would always be terrible. But there is some times when you kind of need it, but I just don't think it's worth wasting slots. I'd rather try to deal with their Beanstalks, and I have a lot of cards to do so. Duress, Spell Pierce, all these things on the draw. Okay. Artifact or creature. This one does not hit everything we want, aka Beanstalk, but I'm going to keep. We'll see how it goes. But if they have a turn 2 Beans, they're going to get me unless we draw something. All right. Can take the Overlord or something, but all right, no Beans. Sweet. And they bin, so it'd be a random top deck. I mean, their hand is bad, but, you know, I don't think you should mull a lot of hands, so I understand where they're coming from. Let's get the Rides in. Might also get something else, you know. Okay. We've taken everything from them. Now we'll start casting flash threats. Okay. Pretty good. I mean, these do have vigilance, so they're going to be good against Ryzen. Take that. I don't think I want to play Preacher out yet and just let it die to Ryzen, so we'll do this and hope we have something good. So let's just cast another Drowner. And if they want to Ryzen one of them, sure, then we'll play the Preacher. Sure. No, I actually don't think I am going to play the Preacher. I am going to say go with this. That way I can either animate the Soulstone Sanctuary or I can Tidebind or something. So let's do that. Now let's get in there. Vigilance threat. Okay, now what makes sense as far as threats to play? If I play Preacher, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This would actually present lethal without having to reef. This is a better card, though. Alright, I'm going to play this because of the fact that it is a lethal attack with all my stuff, including Tidebinder, and then I animate the reef and they have to deal with that. So, yeah, I mean, let's give it a shot. Counter that. Hope for the best. Okay, I don't think that's enough. It could be. 6, 7, 8, 12. We have 12. Yeah, they can live. 6, 7, 8. I mean, I can deal with it at least. That's probably important. 7, 8, 9. And hit them for 3? Yeah, sure. 7, 9. 3 upstairs. I want to target myself, I think. Got rid of all those heinous cards. All right. Now they got some breathing room. Yep. We were so close, but now we're so dead. All right, we got to take it. Tilter. All right, let's go like this. All right, let's put a counter on the Drowner. Okay. Now we can get in there with everything. Have them take the 6 back that they just gained. Okay. And now... kind of think I want to do nothing. Yeah, I'm going to do nothing and say go and just animate this Sanctuary. And we're just going to take this. If I could prevent them from gaining life in any way, I would. Yep. Yep. And now even them just animating this and we're just straight dead. Well, we fought the good fight. I don't even know what we can get. Yep. Just so dead. I don't know if I could have done anything different. I don't think so. Just got wrecked, you know? Just got wrecked good. All right. Well, GG. I would say we'd play a third match, but to be honest, I'm not in love with Dimir. I don't really want to play this if I'm going into a tournament right now. You know, it makes sense that it's doing a little bit better. Yeah, we got a little unlucky. We ran into our bad matchup, that kind of thing. But, yeah, I don't know. The power level just didn't seem there for me. So, if I was playing in the RC, I think I would leave Dimir at home. But we'll see. So, I think the next deck I'm going to try is the new Omniscience list with no invasion. So, that deck will be coming out Monday. So, make sure to check that out. Hit that subscribe button, as well as share this video of me just getting obliterated over and over on your socials and all that kind of stuff. So, thank you so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you Monday.